everyone. Dr. Barbara here again, and today we're talking about issues to heal post-traumatic stress, things that you can do to heal post-traumatic stress. Well, one of the things that those of us who were abused in childhood will recognize is our ability to sense other people's energy and vibration. You know, and you walk into the room, you had to, as a child, you walked into the room and you had to figure out really fast what was going on with all the people in that room, because you didn't know when you were going to have to dodge a bullet, right? So you would, not literally, but, you know, emotionally. And you walk in and, you know, what's the old man doing? What's my mother doing? Where are my sisters? Whatever. So you suss it out immediately, right? And you become really attuned to other people's energy and very sensitive to it. And if you were like me, being the scapegoat in the family, you took all the blame. I mean, I took on their energy as my own. That was my job. And I did it very well. So I grew up not knowing that the energy they were putting out was not mine. I thought it was mine. And I lived as if it was mine. And I had all of these voices in my head screaming at me, you know, my dad's voice and my mom's voice and my abusive older sister's voice and everybody. I just sucked it in. It didn't matter who it was. I took it on. And I lived with all these voices screaming in my head because that was their energy. And I lived like that for a very, very long time. And in 2009, I decided I was going to live alone. You might have seen that video where I talk about that. And I decided I was just going to be alone. And the voices, when I did that, the voices went crazy. You know, you're not going to do that. Something terrible is going to happen to you. You can't do that. So I finally just said to them, I don't care. I don't care if you kill me. I'm not going back there. I am not living that way anymore. And so I began this journey of solitude, of just living alone with my cats. And it took me a long time. But one day I was with somebody and I picked up their energy, and I had finally been alone long enough that I finally figured out what my energy felt like, what I felt like when I was alone, I finally figured out who I really am. And when that other person's energy came into me, I was like, oh, wait a minute, this is something foreign to me. This is not me. I was finally able to distinguish me from someone else. And when that voice started in my head, I was like, whoa, who are you? You are not welcome here anymore. And I was able to get rid of it. And I have a technique that I have somewhere called the silver cord technique that I won't go into today, but there's a video posted somewhere down below that you can find it. But that silver cord technique works really well for getting other people's energy out of your body, out of your mind. So that was a really important lesson for me, to get quiet enough for long enough and to have so few people around me, people that didn't want to, I call them boundary violators. You know, they don't recognize that you are a sovereign entity. They just force their energy on you. And those people are very toxic to people like me who will pick up anything. I've now learned to put my boundaries up, and strong boundaries are very, very important to living a healthy, normal life. You've got to have your own space to live in, and you've got to create that own space for yourself. And when you do that, that's when you find real peace. You know, you think you're going to be lonely, but what you find out is that you're only lonely because you've abandoned yourself. When you start to take care of yourself and you start to give yourself the space to live in, that's when you really come alive and you're not lonely anymore, and you can go out and interact with people in a normal adult way. But if you don't have that space for yourself, you're feeling lonely, you feel like you have to get it from other people, you become this energy vampire where you're trying to suck other people's energy away from them because you're not taking care of your own. So I hope that you found this helpful, and I wish you all the best, and thanks for showing up. Bye.